Hi, I'm Liam Wadsworth. I'm a first-year PhD student at the Institute of Prairie and Indigenous Archaeology at the University of Alberta. And so I personally work and specialize in the application of remote sensing techniques to Canadian archaeology, primarily at the request of Indigenous communities. And so that means I work within collaborative and Indigenous methodologies and frameworks and trying to figure out how we can apply these techniques into Indigenous settings. So what I would hope to do for my PhD project is work with a particular community on a site that they choose that is important to them and want to investigate. And I want to use non-destructive techniques such as geophysics, so ground penetrating radar, magnetometry, so we can see into the subsurface.
Right now you're looking at me use ground penetrating radar. And here's a Métis site where we use ground penetrating radar to look underneath the ground and find the artifacts and features.
I'd also like to use drones, so or unmanned aerial vehicles to get a bird's eye view of the site or surrounding landscape. And finally, I'd like to use satellite remote sensing data so we can monitor these sites against disturbances from a distance. So what does being an IPIA scholar mean to me? Well, being an IPIA scholar means community. Before I came to the University of Alberta, I was told that grad school is incredibly competitive. But when I stepped foot in the doors of the University of Alberta, I felt immediately surrounded by people who wanted to be your friend.
And that is so important if you want to be successful in grad school, is having these personal friendships. And that's what you're joining when you come to the Institute of Prairie and Indigenous Archaeology. A lot of the scholars here are some of my best friends and really made the difference for me when I moved out here from Ontario.
Community also means working with communities. And so working with local and Indigenous communities on projects that matter to them and tailoring archaeological solutions to meet their needs. And so being an IPIA scholar means all these things, and hopefully we can uplift everyone together. Thank you.